Hey, Ezra here, coming to you behind the scenes from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the LeadPages Conversion Conference 2015. I'm super excited about this conference and take you around, show you what's going on, because this conference is about conversion, and that's like my secret hobby, the thing that I'm most interested in this business, because it's permaculture. It's getting more from what you already have, and that's sort of what made me famous in this industry, was my attention on conversion rate optimization in the e-commerce space. And Clay Collins and LeadPages have done an amazing thing with their software. They have access to more conversion data than anyone in our industry. So I'm super excited about this event. I'm going to share with you a little bit of the stuff that I'm talking about later. I'm going to bring you behind the scenes. They've got me in this like Henry V hotel room here with giant wooden doors, kind of gothic and weird, kind of fun. But looking forward to taking you around behind the scenes. I'll introduce you to some of the speakers, and I will show you a little bit of what's happening, and I'll talk to you about once the conference is over, what sort of the main takeaways were from this event so that you can use them in your business. Behind the scenes here at Converted 2015 with the man himself, Clay the Tiger Collins. I'm like a marketing fanboy right now. This guy is feeding people. Nobody feeds people. You just did a presentation that blew my mind. I truly believe that the next 5 years of our industry rely on behavioral response marketing. So
the first thing that we unveiled, which I think is really significant, is splittester.com. And we really want to democratize access to split testing. We really think that the core foundation of scientific marketing is being able to run split tests.
Absolutely.
And yet most split testing tools are priced at a level where it's just not accessible.
Can't afford.
Right. And so the goal with this product, with splittester.com, is we want more businesses to run their very first split test with this tool than with any other tool. And this is part of just our mission to expose this kind of thinking to the broader world and the broader community.
Let's release the price.
It's it's totally free. It's
free split testing for your business. Hey, Ezra here behind the scenes at Converted 2015 with Scott Moran of the famed Moran brothers, hitting home runs since Little League. You guys have processed on your, they have a commerce platform called SamCart. Awesome commerce platform, and you guys have processed $10 million ish, right?
Since leaving our beta, would have been, I guess, about 6 months.
Incredible.
7 months.
Tens of thousands of checkouts, and you guys pay attention to the stuff that I like to look at, conversion rates. How can you get more from the traffic that you're driving? So what are a couple tips you can tell people to use on their checkout pages?
Yeah, absolutely. So for you guys on your checkout pages, you want to optimize stuff. The biggest, if we had to boil it down to two, right? Two biggest things would be some kind of money back guarantee, whether it's 30, 60, 90 days or longer, whatever
Visible,
it is.
like in an image format.
Absolutely.
Or whatever.
You want it right there on the page. Having no guarantee versus a guarantee, if you put a guarantee on, you're looking at about a 9.2% bump based on the stats that we're looking at.
That's a huge bump,
Yeah,
dude.
And so that's just ways of fighting cart abandonment rate. Number two would definitely be one that you touched on in your presentation yesterday, is social proof. And a lot of people, I think, just kind of neglect it. I think everyone knows they could use it.
Yeah.
But another one of those things is having customer testimonials versus no customer testimonials is a 13.4% bump.
It's crazy.
Which is just crazy.
The man himself, and I got him. Look at him, got his hair. He's got his wonderful guy. Got his hair. Got his hair.
Hey, Ezra here with Tim the Beard Paige from LeadPages. I actually owe this guy old comic books. He's a comic book guy. I got a whole bunch of old comic books from when I was a kid. I told you I was going to send you some.
Yeah.
Never did.
Nope.
Apologize.
It's okay, I forgive you.
So Tim is a conversion expert. This guy knows more about conversion than most people in our industry because he has access to more conversion data than most people in our industry.
That is
and
true.
You're also just a smart guy.
Well,
I was going to say, dude, you're a dude.
It's debatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're talking to folks who are sort of just getting started with conversion rate optimization, interested in getting more leads, more sales, what are a couple tips you'd give them,
Yeah, I got two of my favorites. So here's, the first one is create something called a resource guide landing page. It's a simple one-page landing page with just a headline, a button that leads to an opt-in form. Really simple. And the thing you give away is a one-page PDF list of tools that list either some tools or resources or websites or apps, something
relevant to your market.
Right. But the thing is, the mistake people make is they think that it has to be specific to their product, right?
And you guys have tested that, right? You've tested much more valuable incentives to get people to opt in, and these resources guides always win.
Every single time we tested, we took an entire month to create a video course to give away to people. We took 2 whole weeks writing an ebook to give away to people, and we took 25 minutes to create a 1-page resource guide. And the 1-page resource guide out-converted the video course and the ebook.
Wild.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Ezra here behind the scenes with LeadPages co-founder, Tracy Simmons, who has amazing scarves. If you ever see her anywhere, she's probably wearing a beautiful scarf. Tracy, you gave a talk yesterday that I thought, it blew my mind. I was so happy to hear this being talked about at an event like this, because most of these events are about tactics and strategy and, you know, Facebook ads, which is all good stuff, but there's a bigger game being played in companies that are over even 3 people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, our main goal really is that we want to have not just a great company that produces products that our customers love, but we also want to have a company that our team loves.
People around here are having a good time, and you can feel that. And I think it comes out in your content with your product, so it's definitely working. So what's like one tip that someone who maybe has a small team, you know, 3 people, 2 people, 5 people could just take away and use?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that I would say, and something I shared yesterday at the talk, is that really deal with your stuff. And I often say that, you know, most entrepreneurs, we have stuff. I mean, every human being has our stuff. But if you got that crap in your life and you know it's affecting your relationships, then you're going to bring it into work. Not only is it going to affect your personal relationships, but it's going to affect work. And one example I often like to give is the example of anxiety. So a lot of entrepreneurs, because they're pouring everything they can into their business, a lot of times their life savings in their business, and they often have a high level of anxiety. And if they don't deal with that,
and they're bringing that in every day, and everyone can feel it.
It makes everybody around you anxious, and it puts you into that lizard brain mode where you're shutting down creativity, you're shutting down compassion, so then you're not treating your team well, you're not being as creative as you could to solve the problems that your business needs solved. And so that's just one of those things, that deal with your stuff, because who you are in the business is more important than getting everything right.
Hey, Ezra here behind the scenes at Converted 2015, the end of the conference. What an amazing event. Some of the tools, if you're a LeadPages user, if you're not, you should be, but some of the tools they have coming out, splittester.com, a free split testing tool. Some of the other stuff you're going to see them roll out, absolutely awesome. The content of this event was so good. Some of the stuff that I discussed about, you know, using behavioral response, so basically marketing to people based on the behaviors that they make. So if they open an email but don't click, or if they come to a webinar but don't watch it, then send them a PDF of what was in the webinar, because some people prefer to consume media in different formats. Some people will watch the webinar, but other people want to read a PDF of what was in the webinar, so you'll be able to increase your conversion rates. And the other thing is that don't burn yourself out. A lot of what was discussed at this event was sort of a higher level event for CEOs and people who are in charge of their business. Is don't burn yourself out. Buy yourself some help. Invest in people. This is what I was talking about anyways. But Tracy Simmons, oh man, if you get a chance to watch the speech from Tracy Simmons, who is the co-founder of LeadPages, on how she creates a company culture, absolutely phenomenal. I did some behind the scenes with some of the speakers that you've already seen, so great event. I highly recommend using LeadPages, and if you didn't make it this year, come on out next year. Ezra Firestone, Converted 2015. I'll see you soon.